That's also a new couple. We just started to lay. That's type number 1. Short-feathered, stylish hen with a big buffy bird. He has 1/4. That's pickets. I just realized that I have lots of picked birds. Was actually unusual. This cock I like extremely a lot. I would call him to be perfect. Well, he doesn't show at the moment. Let's have a look later. Maybe he looks nicer then. Two eggs fertile. Stylish cock, that's type number 3. 2 average stylish birds, no faults, in the same size. 2 gray factor, what's unusual. But yeah, had a complete, and that's a direct son from the European show winner, Cinnamon Sky. We only have 1 fertile egg. That's rather type number 3. He's a big buffy hen, and he's a shorter feathered stylish cock. Look at him now. He's a funny guy. Oh, that's good. That's just hatched. That's the first and only baby. They only have 1 fertile egg. But I'm sure in the next round there will be more fertile eggs from that couple. That's a big pike. I think I've shown you that couple in the last video already. Oh, that's something funny, something special. I like the style of the cock, but he's very, very picky with hens. And he was choosing himself this hen here. Let me see where she is. Okay. And I thought, well, that's fine. And they just started to lay. Second egg today. And when I checked the pedigree of the hen, I realized that it's father to daughter. And actually that's a pairing I don't really like. But yeah, I tried him with other hens then, and he absolutely didn't accept any other. So I said, okay, let's try to make 1 round with that couple. And when you pair so close, father to daughter, I really don't like to do it. That's the only couple in the whole staff where I'm doing it. When you're doing it, you multiply all the good features, but you also multiply all the bad features. And if a bird became sick or whatever, you risk that that they don't have enough resistance to fight against the virus when they're somehow sick. Okay, that's box 35. I can hear a strange noise. Now it's gone. Okay, that's he was winning the Ceva show in Switzerland. That's a baby, a young cinnamon gray cock, and these are all young hens for him to pick. But up to now, none of them is interested. And I put them together yesterday, and it's possible that the cock is not ready yet. And maybe I will wait 1 or 2 more days, and then I will stop. That's not so interesting. I have to check whether the birds hatch. You see again, when the number on the egg is written, that means it's not from that couple. Maybe that's interesting. That's a difficult cock, and she's a difficult hen. She also killed another hen, and I was very afraid to breed with her. And then the hen chose that cock for herself, and it's not the ideal combination to put cinnamon gray-green with an albino, but as it's a love couple, their eggs didn't hatch. But I will certainly try to make another round with that couple. I think with difficult birds, it's extremely important that the birds can choose the partner themselves. These are split gray wings, no, clear wings. He's an old man. I still like him a lot. He lost the tail. He's not complete in feathering anymore, but he's 4 years old. And he was choosing this cinnamon opaline clearing hen. And yeah, the cock, I would call him to be perfect. And as I told you, until the 4th year, he was feather complete. Now he lost some feathers. And then you can take the risk. I mean, it's not a risk to breed with a bird that is 4 years old and lost some feathers, in my opinion. Yeah, there's no in here. There's no passion. That won't work. Have a look at them now. You can see that's father to daughter. I like them a lot. Except that it's father to daughter, I will call them to be a perfect couple. As you can see, it's cinnamon to cinnamon, but that for me doesn't really matter. That's another bird I like a lot. All eggs fertile. First 2 hatched. The hen was winning. She was the best adult hen at the European show. So she's a show winner hen. Where is she? He's a young cock. And well, as I told you before, he's one of my favorite birds. He has all the features that I want to see. And yeah, she was paired to her brother the year before, and they bred very nice. And now I'm sure that this combination will give me nice babies again. Look, the style of the bird, complete, short body feather, nice blow, good back screw, all the features. Yeah, he was on the show bench, but he was stressed. It was a hot day, and yeah, in the morning I thought that's the bird that was gonna win, but yeah, for a best in show bird, everything must be perfect, and he had the spots were splitted. A young Spaniel, good bird, but very bad markings. And she's also a young hen. The markings are okay, but here I hope to get double factor Spaniels because these markings are so weak. With some luck, we might see a pairing. No, too much stress. Okay, then I have to close here. Any questions? Oh, look, that's one of my favorite birds. Except the ticket, I call him to be perfect. Have a look at the direction of the feather. Well, he's not relaxed. Yeah, he's stressed somehow. when he's relaxed, he's really a wonderful bird. Well, he doesn't want to. Now at that time in the evening, birds like to mate, and that's why I often open the nest boxes so that the hen comes out and that the cock has time and chance to mate with them. Stylish short-feathered cock with a big buffy. Look here, the feathers at the bottom on the legs, too much feathers, and he's stylish and short-feathered. Short feathers on the legs. You see, that's the European winner, recessive, with a young hen. He's also a cock that breeds with every hen. And I think I never had a clear egg from him. He's extremely useful. That's the other split couple. It takes a certain time to see the birds properly. Any questions?
We have questions in the chat. What kind of branches do you have in the cages? What trees?
I use willow branches, hazelnut, apple, yeah, and sometimes I also use eucalyptus.
Thank you.
What you can see here, these are willows.
Thank you. And also, there is the question about inbreeding and line breeding.
Don't do it. Don't do it. I was doing, as I told you, that's absolutely exception because, and you must know that the mother of the hen was completely an outcross. So that's why I thought, okay, I can try to put them together. But as I told you before, most people that make inbreeding, they don't get good results. Well, you get, in the first moment, you get good results, but I always try to think not in one season, I try to think in 3, 4, 5 seasons. Where are the birds then? And when you're thinking in long terms, you will see that inline breeding is not a good option. It's as I told you, you multiply all the good features, but you multiply all the bad features. And all the good stuff is coming out and all the bad stuff is coming out again.
Thank you.
You see carefully, that's an albino baby. There are 3 more good eggs, and that bird is 3 years old, and now he had the first time 6 fertile eggs. This is split albino. That's why it's paired to an albino hen. That's combination number 1. Short feathered hen with a big puffy cock. He has wet eyes because of the feeding. That's my best recessive pipe, but he looks ugly at the moment. Well, what else is here? That might be interesting. That's the son from the one you saw in the other video. The other one died. That's now a baby that is paired up the first time. It's a yellow-faced dilute. To get violets, you need that the violet factor gets on another dark factor, on a cobalt. That's why I put them together to get visual violets. That's another violet cock. It's a baby bird. The goal is to breed violet yellow-faced pipes. That would be very beautiful. But yeah, that's a baby violet cinnamon yellow-faced. No pied yet. But yeah, maybe in the next round. You never know. It's a beautiful hen. That hen, by the way, she was a French moulter. And she was not a little bit a French moulter. She lost completely all the feathers. She was born in February at the end of the year. And I don't know why. Somehow I left her here. And as you can see now, she flies and it's amazing. All the feathers came back. And I'm wondering how her chicks will look like. That's from another couple. That's a baby clear body. That's also a new couple. He was here in box 51 before. He always breeds here. He seems to like spangles. Look at that spangle hen. She has a lovely face, but markings are really not there, so rubbish. But yeah, from that cock, I don't really care what I can pair him with. That hen should go either to a melanistic spangle, or to a flagged bird, because she has not enough markings to get better markings. She's an adult cock, 18 cock, and she's a baby hen. You see, many often the birds, they prefer to sit on the perch, on the natural branch, and not on the perch. And they also mate more on the natural branches than on the perches. Don't ask me why, but somehow they seem to prefer it. That's also a new couple. That's a baby albino cock with an adult Lutino hen. The cock is not big, but I like the feathers, the direction of the feather he has. That's short feathers, but the beak closed. Oh, that's an interesting new couple. Look at the style of that cock. For me, it's very close to the ideal. I was showing him, but he was third or second in the group because, well, he's ticked. I knew that he cannot win, but except the flecking. Have a look to the style. Wait, I hope he moves a little bit. It's not what I wanted. Now you can see it better. You see, that's the style I absolutely like. The hen is stylish too. Normal one. That's type combination number 3. No, the cock is actually much bigger than the hen, maybe more number one. Big cock, short feather, average hen. But you see the position of the wings, of the tail, the back line he has, the face, that's absolutely what I like. That for me is a young bird, he's in the breeding box for new, but that's a bird I certainly make 2 or 3 seasons with before I will sell him. Short feathered hen with dense feather. If you want to criticize something, the head is picked and the feather is not completely closed. That's why I gave him a dense feathered hen. He has very close feather.